Hello YouTubers, welcome back to Yorkshire 66. I am Mark, your entertainment officer. I'm here to entertain you, hence the words entertain. Some people need to be reminded. But there you go. So, what am I talking about today? Well, I should have done this earlier, I know that, but I'm going to do a budget. Let's do let's review the budget 21 review, let's call it. And basically, do you think the budget was fair on you and your family? You know what I mean? To me, there were some alarm bells what started ringing, and there were quite a bit what I don't agree with this budget at all. And if you're a banker and you're sipping champagne and things like that, if you're powerfully rich, this was a budget for you. It's not a budget for the working class, especially when the you know, and it's not a budget for the poor people. People who are on universal credit or job seeker allowance through no fault of their own, which is the fault of the government. Well, why there's mass unemployment? They say there isn't, but we know different that there is. There's a lot more people unemployed now than there ever has been for a while, and things like that. So, and having jabs for jobs is all wrong. It's against our human rights. It literally is. So when Rishi Sunak said this is going to be a fair budget, he really meant to say this is going to be it's going to be a one-sided budget. It's going to be a budget for the rich, whichever it was. And when you go through it bit by bit, I mean, there is people who are on universal credit and have part-time jobs and still get universal credit to top up that wage. When you look at it, how much they'll be losing over the next year, it comes to a staggering £1,004 they'll be losing once that universal credit taper has gone, which is very unfair of Rishi Sunak to make the poor pay for what he had to do. You know, you know, they're not punishing the rich for it. Oh no, don't you worry. We'll make the working class pay for this, like they always do. They make the poor people pay, and it's as simple as that. He's not even helping. Rishi Sunak, comes out with £120 billion for green projects. And I'm thinking, that's bullshit. You can't do that. No way. I mean, we've got an economy what is, well, it's not upwardly mobile at the moment. I mean, it's took a right hammering. But what I'm saying is, it's not fair. So they're going to spend 120 billion on green projects. Nah, it is all wrong. What you should do with that 120 billion is bring it down and sort out our homeless situation, especially veterans who are definitely homeless. But we have, this government, our government, has a duty of care to make sure that everyone in the country is safe. And he's not doing that. No, Boris Johnson is not doing that. Even Rishi Sunak's not doing it. He's not helping the homeless at all. He's not helping those who are most vulnerable through the mental health crisis of all time, which was Boris Johnson's fault that it happened. Suicide rates are up 250%, and people in government don't care. You know what I mean? So when are they going to care? When they start tripping over people in the middle of the street who are homeless? No. Boris Johnson and Rishi Sunak don't care. They just care about themselves and they protect themselves. It's as simple as this. He got on about the alcoholic duty and things. Oh, well, it's grossly unfair, alcoholic duty. Well, it's been working for years, but okay, I'll give you that. But, so what he's done is, the stronger the beer or the wine, the more you pay for it. I'm thinking, this is not a permanent solution at all. And then he's on about, the national insurance, putting that up. He's on about putting prices up, especially with fuel and things like that. So the cost of living's going up, but universal or job seekers allowance isn't. You know what I mean? So I'm worse off. than ever before, and things like that. So, yeah, I mean, so they're not helping the homeless at all. They say they are. You know, you know, you know, we're putting 50 million towards homelessness. It's not enough. 50 million towards mental health is not enough. You know what I mean? Because all what they'll do is, I think he's on about, I think it was 80 or 90 million to the NHS, and that's including the mental health. Mental health won't see that. It'll just be going in back pocket. There's a lot of corruption in this country, don't forget. Yeah, I mean, and this won't be done and it won't be seen. It's just, so the budget, what you really, really watched, I watched it, and, and I cringed, I really did cringe, because I know that the working class are paying the price for voting them in. Yeah, it's as simple as that. And that's the way it's gone. So it is not a budget for us. It's a budget for them. It's a budget for the rich. And when you look at it and break it down, you can see exactly what he's done. He's not taxing. He's not taxing the rich people who won't. He's not even. It really is a budget for the bankers. At the end of the day, because they can claw back money as much as they want. Yeah, I mean, so this is not really a budget for the people. It's a budget for the elite, especially the bankers and the rich people alike, like Boris Johnson. You know what I mean? They don't have to pay any more tax when it comes to working class. Oh well, we're putting up your national insurance number, mate. By it's going up. There's one kind of tax. There's stealth taxes as well. What's going on and around, and this is why the government. I mean, Boris Johnson doesn't care about what happens in the House. Well, he can't do because there was a corruption meeting, about MPs being, corruption, and things like that. And Boris, where was Boris? He was in an hospital, maskless, not even wearing a mask inside an hospital. Is that the kind of leader you want? Disgusting. It really is. At least when you go into an hospital, please put a mask on. Things like that. I've argued it myself, but I do repent and I do say, yeah, okay, fair enough, I'll wear it. I don't like wearing masks because I'm prone to panic attacks and anxiety and things like that. But what I do is when I go into an hospital, if they say, put it on, and I won't argue. But Boris Johnson doesn't, so Boris doesn't have to wear one. So then if he doesn't have to wear one, we don't. It's as simple as that. But that's why Boris wasn't in Parliament when that meeting were happening. They were debating corruption and things, and he wasn't there. He was swanning off into an hospital. That's how serious Boris Johnson takes his job. Not very. So when you look at the budget as a whole, it's for the elite. It's for the bankers. The bankers are in heaven, basically. Whereas the working class who helped to get Boris Johnson into power are now paying the price and things like that. Don't forget they've had to stop the new high-speed train, HST. They've had to stop that for now because they can't afford it. But they can afford to raise 120 billion for green projects. It is stupid. I mean, they say they can't raise the money, but if one of their own's in trouble, it's amazing how quick they can raise the money because they've already done it. They've already proven how quickly they can raise the money. But when it comes to our needs and the needs of the poor, we can't raise the money. It is bullshit. It is absolute rubbish. They can raise the money to protect themselves, but they can't raise the money to help the poor in society. They cannot help the homeless. They cannot help people on universal credit. They say they're not allowed. Bull. It is absolute rubbish. You know what I mean? This government, and especially Rishi Sunak, should have this responsibility. And this responsibility is that everyone in the country should be treated as equals, and we are not. We are very, very much not treated as equals in the Conservatives' eyes. We are treated like that. The Conservatives and all their friends and bankers are right up here. We're here at the lowest level. You know what I mean? Even the working class are below. There is a divided line between wealth and there shouldn't be, and things like that. You know what I mean? Everyone in this country should be treated as equals, and we are not. This is why we put. Why do we put MPs in power? Because we think, or other people think, they know better than us, and they don't. They know nothing. They don't know a lot. They don't know much more than what we know, really. Yes, they might have had the posh education and things like that, but they can be wrong. Boris is wrong. Rishi Sunak is wrong with this budget. He's making people pay the price. If you're on universal credit, you're losing money straight away. You'd be losing over £1,000. So you tell me, where does it all end? Well, it has to end now. We have to start extending money to the poor and to the working class. They're the ones who are working the hardest. Do you honestly think MPs are working the hardest? No, they're not. It's working class people. The people who should be protected by the Labour Party, but the Labour Party can't be asked with that anymore. So they're falling into the clutches of the Conservative Party. Which the Conservative Party don't give it. They don't care. They just want to keep their money. They just want to be kept richer and the poorer poorer. And this is what this budget has proven. It is literally. It's not looking good. Especially for old age pension, it's not looking good for them. There's a lot of people in this country, right at this point of time of year, where they have to make a decision. Well, am I going to have food or heating? They shouldn't have to make that decision. It should be, you can have both of them. Here's the money, there's your shopping. But this is what they have to do. This is the decision what the old people and the poor people have to make every year. I make that same decision myself. Do I want food or do I want eating? It's as simple as that. I like to have both, but I'm not allowed to have both because the government and Rishi Sunak sees fit not to raise my money, not to raise universal credit. Instead, he's taking the taper away from them and making them poorer. It is stupid. It really, really is. And people can, if people bang on in comments saying, well, you got extra money. No, I didn't. People on universal credit got extra money, but people on job seekers allowance didn't get that at all. And it's as simple as that. And I know this, and this is the way it's going to be from now on. Cost of living goes up, but money doesn't. It's disgusting. In other words, people who are rich can eat, people who are poor have to make a choice between freezing to death or starving to death. It's not the way this country should operate at all. So when you look at it, at the budget, what we've had, it is very far an elite thing. It's a banker's budget, basically. It really is. If you're a banker, you're in the money and you're not going to be touched. Unfortunately, if you're poor, well, you've got to make a decision. Do I starve to death or do I eat? Do I have food? I mean, is it eating or food? That decision shouldn't have to be like that at all. So this is my look at it. This is my review, and this is what I take away from the budget. Absolutely Jack and Jill for us. More money for them, less for us. You know what I mean? Even the corporation tax is going up. Council tax is going up. Everything's going up except for people who are the poorest. Their money is not going up. The people who are working on low paid jobs, their money is not going up anytime soon. The people who have part-time job and is supplemented by universal credit are being punished and things like that. And people say, oh yeah, our pension system is crap. You're not even guaranteed to get a state pension anymore. So, and I paid into the state pension all my life, all my working life. I might not be working now, I might be unemployed now, but I are put into that system. But we're not even guaranteed that because the government can't keep the hands off our money. It's as simple as that. Taxpayers' money is what they are spending. And this is why, there's no other word for it. House of Commons is full of corruption, and it's as simple as that. You know what I mean? And this is what people say. People come to me and say, well, it wasn't a very good budget, Matt. No, it wasn't a very good budget at all. It was a very poor budget by Rishi Sunak. In his terms, it was a success because he's protected the rich and he's making the poor pay. He's making us pay, working class people pay for their money. Isn't that? Yeah, I mean, he's protecting the bankers basically. I mean, it's all wrong. It really is. Yes, less duty on lesser alcohol. So if you have, not strong beer or wine, you pay less for it. Okay, fair enough. But if you like what I like John Smith. I might have to pay more for that. It is absolutely wrong. It really is. You know what I mean? And even cat, I mean, what did Rishi Sunak do on fuel? If he's froze it again, fuel won't go up. Not by the government, it won't. But by the way, I've looked at a petrol station not so long back. £1.50 going upwards of that. This is from a supermarket brand as well. We have been told, whatever price was on the budget day, it won't move from there. But it already has. It's gone up from 1.12. So £1.12 it's gone up to £1.50. It's disgusting. Paying more for less, basically, and that's what this budget were all about. You pay more, but you get less. It's all wrong. Rishi Sunak should be fired out of his job, and it's as simple as that. He's not fit to be the Chancellor of the Exchequer. Boris Johnson is not fit to be the Prime Minister, and that front bench of his is not fit to be in government at all. And same goes for Labour Party as well. They're not fit to be in some kind of parliamentary war as well. Keir Starmer, he's pathetic, hopeless, and so he's all of them, all of Labour's front bench. It's not an opposition party. It's a get out of jail party for the Conservatives, because while the Conservatives have been doing what they've been doing, Boris has been sat there rubbing his hands thinking, well, I've won next election because Labour's not putting up any resistance, which they are not. Even with Jeremy Corbyn, we got some fucking resistance, but we're not getting any resistance from Keir Starmer because he doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know how to make Boris Johnson accountable. He's just an idiot. He shouldn't be in that job. He should go back to his day job. He was a better solicitor than he is a better leader and things like that. So the budget is for the rich, not for us. We're paying the price, basically. We're paying the price of COVID-19. This budget sees fit where Rishi Sunak sees fit to claw back the money through the poor people, not through the rich. So if you're in private and you're working in private businesses, you're going to be paying more money back than you would be if you were in public. Now, even Boris Johnson has come out with this one. Jabs for jobs. That is all wrong. You know what I mean? It is your freedom of choice if you want the jab or not. It's my choice if I wanted the jab or not. But at the end of the day, jab for jobs is wrong. So if there is any, people in care who are nursing, in the nursing profession, don't leave. Let them sack you. Because at the end of the day, and I'll tell you this for nothing, unfair dismissal comes to mind, and you'll get money out of it. I'll tell you now if you sue them. They cannot do this. It's what they're doing is unlawful, and it's been said by an high court. This is unlawful. But Boris Johnson is ignoring that. At his own peril, he's ignoring it. Like I said, there's a lot of corruption in the government and in the House of Parliament as well. I'm not just talking about the government, I'm talking about all parties. You know what I mean? There's a lot of corruption going on. And that's why it's being looked into. So it may come back. They'll whitewash it, they'll cover it up. No, there's no corruption here and all that. As we damn well know that there is. And it's as simple as that. So the budget is the budget. It's, we're worse off, they're better off. What's new? Nothing new at all. Like what Claire Rayner says. She said it. Deputy leader of the Labour Party, Claire Rayner, said it. This is the budget for the bankers. It's not a budget for the working class or the poor people. And it's the working class and the poor people who get the O's out of shit every time. The rich don't get hammered with it at all. You know what I mean? It is just the working class and the poor people who have to pay the price. Oh well, it's your fault. So basically, Rishi Sunak's saying, "Look, it's not your fault. It's their fault," and that's what he's doing. Is Rishi Sunak, and like I say, he's not fit to be the Chancellor of the Exchequer. He should be sacked. So should Boris Johnson. He's not fit to be the leader of this country, and it's as simple as that. Claire Rayner may get a chance to be a leader of the Labour Party. God help you if she ever does, but she could. In some cases she makes a lot of sense, in other cases no, she doesn't. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So there you go. So if you've liked this particular video, my style of budget review, then please give me a thumbs up. Please like the video. Please subscribe if you're new, and if you are new, hit the bell icon and hit all. That will let you know when I'm putting up another video. It's free to subscribe, so I can't see why you shouldn't subscribe. And also, please, and I mean this, please share the video to your friends and your family, to other social media like Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and things like that. You know what I mean? I share it. I shared it myself, but you share it as well. Share the video out to other people. And also, comment below. No stupid comments, because you just won't get answered. And that, you know what I mean? And things like that. You just won't get, I just will not answer you. It's as simple as that. So no stupid comments. Keep it within the video content. And I'll catch you on the next video. Bye for